you're just running your own race. Don't pay attention to this person over here who's working like 50 hours a week at age 21. Don't pay attention to them. You're going at your own pace. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Junior Mints podcast. The purpose of this podcast is for me to help you guys by giving my thoughts, opinions, and advice on things in everyday life. My name is Finn Lawler. I'm your host. So, let's get started. So, first off, what do I mean by adulting? Basically, what I'm talking about is doing things and making decisions on your own. When you make these choices, you're being more independent. Therefore, you are becoming an adult. Adulting technically starts at age 18, but we'll get to that later. Adulting is a lot more complicated than just making decisions. There are complicated things like taxes and other stuff that happens when you reach a certain point in your adulting career. From personal experience, adulting takes a lot of practice, but over time, I think that you'll get the hang of things as you get older. For example, even within the last 4 years, I began adulting roughly 4.5 years ago, and I just took little baby steps, just kind of made little decisions, made little changes from being around my parents all the time to just being on my own. And honestly, it's not that bad. It may seem bad at some point, but it's not that bad, So, that being said, though, is it true what they say about age and experience? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But in this case, I think so. So, going back to a point I said earlier, adulting begins when you turn 18. It's all about baby steps. I'm still taking baby steps here and there, and I'm almost in my mid-20s. Adulting takes time and patience. Let me say that again. Adulting takes time and patience. So, that being said, though, how do you start adulting? Well, it all begins with being, like I said before, being able to make your own decisions, as I've stated in the beginning, or at least part of making decisions. It's sort of something you just have to do. I can't really sit here in this chair and tell you, oh, you have to adult by age 26. You have to do your taxes and blah, blah, blah. You kind of just have to do your taxes, You kind of have to just pay your rent, depending on where you are. You kind of just have to buy your own food. I can't really be like, okay, step 1, buy your own food. Step 2, make your taxes. Step 3, you know what I'm saying, though? So, adulting, right? You learn as you go. You'll know at that point when you get to the point where you have to start adulting. You'll know when you have to start just making your own decisions, being your own person, being your own man, woman, whatever. You'll know. Trust me, you'll know. When I first figured it out, I'm like, oh crap, I have to do this. I have to do this all by myself. Oh my gosh, I gotta help. Okay, at that point, don't be afraid to ask for help either, because it's like there are people who have been adulting way before you, and there are people who haven't even started. So what you can do in that case is learn from the people that have come before you, and then pass that information down and wisdom down to those people who haven't started their adulting journey or have already started but are only a few steps into the process. So just learn. So if you take the information and wisdom and pass it down, you're going to get better at adulting by teaching the younger adults, younger kids in this case who haven't started adulting yet, how to do it. So just trust me on that one. You'll know as you go. Separate side note, actually. from what I've seen, adulting starts at different times for people. It really depends, like, so I'll give you an example. I'm 23, and I've technically been adulting for 5 years, and there are people who are even 21 and like 19 even who have their stuff figured out, who are a little bit ahead of me, but I don't care. Like, everyone's at a different spot. It's kind of like, oh man, this is gonna get controversial real quick, but it's sort of like being in a walk with Jesus or like religion or something. Everyone is at a different spot. It's the same with adulting, right? Like, I know people who have full-time jobs at age 19. I'm like, okay, wow, crap, okay. So it's kind of like you're just running your own race, Don't pay attention to this person over here who's working like 50 hours a week at age 21. Don't pay attention to them. You're going at your own pace, So just do your own thing, You got this. Trust me, you got this. So, that being said, though, pace yourself, though. I get, what was the phrase? Don't grow up too fast. But when you do grow up, cherish it, Just do your own thing. Again, like I said, ditch comparison, because comparison is bullcrap, and just do your own thing. So, everyone's running a different adulting race. Nobody else is running your adulting race, and you can't run anybody else's adulting race but your own. Hopefully that makes sense. And remember, you're not alone in the adulting game. Like I said 5 minutes ago, there are people who have more experience than you. So, again, like I said, there are people that can help you out. You're not alone. You're not alone. There are people all around us who you can just ask, like, hey, do you think this is a good idea? Or, hey, how did you handle this? Or, hey, I'm going through this stuff right now. What do I do? So, hopefully all that information makes sense. I'm just speaking from personal experience. There are a lot of adulting things that I haven't even done yet. And part of me is sort of afraid that I haven't done it, and like self-conscious and worried that I haven't done it. But it's like, no, I'm at my own pace. I'm at my own adulting journey, right? Like, yeah, no, don't worry about it. Everyone's doing their own thing, and we're all going to get to the same spot, and we can all help each other out. We all got each other's backs, So that's good to know. So I have a question before I wrap this up. Where are you guys? Like, down in the comments, comment down below. Where are you guys at in terms of like your adulting journey? Have you started? Are you well into your 30s and doing adulting just fine? Let me know. And also, the term adulting, I think, is just hilarious. So, anyway, this has been the Junior Mints Podcast. I have been your host, Finn Lawler. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and hopefully you guys got something out of it. If you did, please subscribe down below, drop a like, and subscribe for more content on this channel. And go check out my gaming channel, Shadow Falcon Gaming. I'm posting stuff on there more, so yeah, that's fun. Anyway, thank you guys again for watching and listening, and we will see you guys next week. Peace. Pew.